All right, all right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Don.
Good evening, Jeremy.
How you doing tonight?
Doing well. Yeah, just another nice day here in Chicago.
No weather issues?
Yeah, well, kind of got a little bit chillier because we're entering the fall season. Yeah, but hey, a little bit closer to Halloween.
Yeah. Well, technically, to me, this is already Halloween season
Nice.
because I consider September 1st to be Halloween the first, and have a good 61 days of Halloween.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're already getting comments. Hey, Billy, how's it going? Hey, Chris.
And Chris, yeah.
Good evening. And
So, night, folks. We're going to try this again before we were so rudely interrupted by whatever that was.
technical problems.
Yeah, that it was so weird because everything was working out just fine for an hour and like 4 or 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just went to shit.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
but this time I'm properly dressed for the occasion.
PlayStation.
My very first console.
Uh, what a console it was too.
Oh yeah, the '90s.
Before we get started, um, I got something going, and you may already be aware of this because I talked about it in the Fifth Inch chat.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a new network started. Um, Only nobody will be able to go live for approximately 60 days because of the Facebook um, rules and regulations and things like that. But I have started Games Galore Network,
Oh yes, that's right.
and this will be, if anybody that wants to do streaming with their games and they don't want to deal with a page of their own, or if they want to add an other destination to ones that they're already doing, like for example, if Don wanted to do it, he has access to 9 streaming locations, so he can add this one to the 20 he's already got now.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is though connecting my consoles to that network. That's the one thing I've been struggling with.
Yeah, no, I remember you talking about that last week.
Oh yes, I did mention yes.
Yeah. Um, I still don't know how you'd be able to do that.
I'll have to do further research. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's got to be some way.
So for those out in the audience, there is the link. So please go and follow. There's no longer a like button on any of these pages anymore.
Huh.
It is now all follows. So I'm actually kind of glad they did that because the numbers are misleading. The number of follows were greater than the number of likes.
Yeah, I've noticed that on some pages as well.
Yeah, so it's good that they did it that way. Did away with, okay, I like this page. It's more important to follow the page, which is what people prefer anyway.
Hey Tom.
Hello, Tom. Um, so let's jump into it.
Yes.
Um, I
So
know we were talking about worst adaptations and best adaptations,
right.
um, and I think that was where everything started going a little haywire for you.
Yeah, around that time. Yeah, we talked about like the beginning of video games being adapted to film, starting with live action Super Mario Brothers from 1993, and then
Whatever possessed him to make the movie the way like that?
yeah, I think we mentioned this before, but maybe Super Mario Brothers was not probably not the best thing to make into live action. I mean, there's plenty of other things that I could have worked, like Metroid or Legend of Zelda, or oh man, let's see. I mean, Mortal Kombat to some degree was a big success.
I thought it was Mega Man.
Me- Mega Man could have worked.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see Mega Man
Oh
because I
yeah,
remember playing that game.
nobody yelling "Pickle Tom." That's right. Yeah, I always felt like that was Nick's thing.
Yeah, that is Nick's thing. Well, hello, Holly. Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Hey, Allie.
Yeah, that is Nick's thing, and I had to yell at him so many times. Just it's not that he says it that bothers me. I don't care. It's that he screams it.
Yeah, Nick is a screamer.
Yeah, you know that's probably not the best thing for a man to say about another man. But yeah,
Uh,
because I've mentioned this on Supernatural Talk numerous times. Lower your voice. That's it. Just lower your voice because it's like grinding metal for me. 'Cause certain pitches hurts, and he just happens to hit that pitch for me.
yeah, I mean it's like yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't even have an inside voice.
Yeah, well, he has been doing a lot better.
No,
Now he just goes pickle Tom.
hey Blue Bunny, it's been a while. Oh, yeah, this is a part of the Things Network that I'm associated with. That
Tom touched on that too.
yeah,
What is the 13th dimension? That is actually the name of this podcast. This thing has been going on for 5 years now. Actually, at the end of next month will be the beginning of season 6. Excited about that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that this show has been going on that long. Um,
Oh yeah,
and we're just a little north of 100 episodes. So I'm real happy about that too. This is episode 106.
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, 13th Dimension is a podcast that I started with Scott Wilson, Crystal, and Tim Kohler. Um, and it was just a major game changer for us for everything, really. And just been continuing it on ever since.
Oh yeah,
So, okay, let's get back to video game to
right.
film adaptations. I think you mentioned that Resident Evil might be the best.
Among yeah, like it's like is sure it adapted like some things from the game, like the T virus, the zombies, the liquor. I thought the way that it depicted the liquor was pretty spot on, so I do give it credit for that. Um, it's like what I didn't like about it though were the sequels where they just threw in and withdrew characters from the games. Like Jill Valentine was in Resident Evil Apocalypse and then removed from the series until the fourth film without any explanation. It's like one of my it's just like man, one of my favorite female video game characters of all time, and that's how they treat her in movies.
And yet the star of the movies is somebody who's not even in the video games at all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, the whole thing just feels like Resident Evil fan fiction, like creating an original character that just happens to be within a world of Resident Evil.
Yeah. So how does that work? That's not supposed to happen that way.
No, I mean, when Resident Evil when that movie first came out when I was 10 years old, I was like, oh wow, this looks like the zombies and monsters look similar to what I saw in the video games. Okay, I gotta check this out when I'm. But when I said it's like it felt like oh man, I'm trying to how do I explain this? They adapted like some things from the game, but not the way you would expect. It showed like a mansion in the beginning. Like you think, oh, like there was a mansion resident in the first game, but nope, it doesn't. It only takes place like a few minutes in the mansion in the beginning, and then they go down into the underground lab.
Yeah. It it's actually kind of really eerie the way that they did it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of the spots that got me was there towards the beginning when you had this room encased in glass and it's filled with whatever liquid it is. I think it was water for the sprinkler system, and
Yeah,
all of these bodies are just floating all over the place. And all of a sudden, one of the zombies' eyes open, and her hand comes right up to the glass.
yeah, that like yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, I think that's the first jump scare of the movie.
Yeah, definitely. But let's see, like what was strange? What I thought was pretty strange is that they had the T virus thrown in, but they also had like antivirus. That was never featured in the games.
Well, for a movie, you got to be able to have something,
Yeah, it was pretty much a plot device. Yeah, like they had to have something to give them hope. Like, oh, okay, this is something that could reverse everything. Yeah,
right? Um, and I did like how towards the end of the movie they showed how it all how it all happened, because in the beginning of the movie you see, this guy bumping into another guy, knocking over his coffee, and you don't think anything of it because that's what happens in real life.
yeah,
um, and then turns to find out that the guy that knocked the other guy's coffee over was the one that released the T virus.
yeah. That actually was a pretty nice little twist how he connected with all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
I like movies that do that because it forces you to watch it a second time, and it's like you're watching, even though it's the same movie, you're watching a completely different movie because now you got that different mindset. Hi, Kate.
that's right. Hey, Kate, how's it going? Yeah, it's like in terms of storytelling, I feel like the movie did a good job at that, but it's like it threw in original characters and also had like Alice in Wonderland inspiration to it because there's the main character's named Alice. There's a Red Queen,
Hmm.
so
Yep.
yeah. So I'm just one thinking like Paul W.S. Anderson definitely had a fascination with Alice in Wonderland.
Well, these days, nothing is 100% original. You're pulling something from something.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like the sequels, I didn't really care too much about, like, as I felt like the character depictions were like a big problem, especially with like with the second movie, Resident Evil Apocalypse, with Nemesis and Jill, and but what most recent live action movie, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, I felt like was where oh, they really messed everything up. They completely ruined the characters. Where some of them were not even like anything in the game, like mixing events from Resident Evil one like for the first three games, but no Nemesis. Like as if that was not supposed to be an important part of the Resident Evil franchise. They just left it completely out of there because remember, Jill was in that.
I
So
kept wanting for that to be the prequel to the film series. Because everything in that movie seemed like it was leading up to the discovery of Alice.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Hey,
but
Thomas.
it just kind of fell flat for me.
Yeah, and also the way they did the storytelling, saying, "Oh, everybody evacuated Raccoon City because, like because they were the city was having problems," but that was they just threw that's mixed that story into there because of COVID. There were not because this was filmed during the time of COVID. They couldn't have that many people around. So
Was
yeah.
it?
But then again, there were the zombie scenes. So yeah, yeah, like them gathering all outside of the gates of the Raccoon Police Department.
Okay, yeah, released in 2021. I guess I never realized that. So
Uh,
they would have been filming it right. Okay, filming began October 17, 2020. So that's right at the height of the pandemic.
oh yeah. And all yeah, like some of the characters like Wesker was nothing like that in the games, like it like shown in the film. Yeah, like and let's see. Oh yeah, and the character Lisa Trevor, who was this monstrous creature from the Resident Evil remake game, who was pursuing you, was unstoppable, but they turned her into like this friendly, misunderstood character. Like no, like Lisa Trevor was not like that in the games.
Right.
No.
Um, and this is another reason why I was thinking it was going to be the prequel, because on the poster it says "Witness the beginning of evil." And
Yeah, they kind of made you think that.
yeah, so and of course they've done a lot of prequels lately. 99% of them not necessarily needed.
Yeah, and
Okay,
also
Billy's dying to ask you this question. He keeps
kind of
asking you out. Have you heard that the stunt woman lost her arm during this? I remember us talking about that.
yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think she filed this massive lawsuit.
Hmm.
Okay, so that in final chapter. Okay.
Yeah, that was the last movie.
Okay. Yep. Here it is. It is her name is Olivia Jackson, South African stunt woman, severely injured where her motorcycle collided with the camera crane. Been riding at high speed without a helmet.
Ooh,
Now I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be in the film. Um, and the camera crane failed to move out of the way in time. According to the production company, the crane had malfunctioned.
ooh, man. Oh yes, Billy, that is true. The director of Weapons and Barbarian, he's directing the new live action Resident Evil. And
Oh,
I believe there's a poster that was made for that now. Hang on, let me pull that up here.
for the new Resident Evil?
Yep, yep,
Let's see.
look, yep, there it is. And they're going with the original. Looks like an homage of the original font from the first game.
That almost looks like a poster for The Walking Dead.
Let's see. Oh, here there's a there's a little bit of a plot summary here. Follows the hapless courier tasked in delivering a package to a remote hospital. He soon finds himself caught in the middle of an outbreak and must fight through hordes of mutated creatures to survive.
Hmm.
Hmm. So they're just going to go with an original character again. I'm guessing.
Here's another. Not really sure how I would feel about it with the two worlds crossing, but there was a one time consideration of crossing Resident Evil with Underworld.
Hmm.
I'm not really sure how that would work out.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, because in Resident Evil, everybody's already dead,
Yeah. Exactly.
so they would have to do a sort of like a retcon to be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
That's right.
mixing it up with another zombie series like Night of the Living Dead or The Walking Dead or something like that, maybe they could have made that work.
I feel
But
iffy about that.
well, but with Resident Evil, they seem to go much more high tech even after the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, they definitely went with advancements in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, any favorite quotes from the series?
Let's see. Any favorite quotes? Let's see. My name is Alice, and I remember everything. That's the when she started fighting the guys at the end of Resident Evil Apocalypse. Yeah, when she had entered like another coma. Yeah.
And I think in one of the other movies, she finds out that she's not the original Alice.
Yep.
She's the
I-
clone.
yeah,
All
all the cloning. Yeah.
that really messed everything up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it felt like they just got really sloppy with storytelling as the series went on.
And that really can be easy to do when you're doing a series. Look what they did with Friday the 13th and Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but at least they tried with the some of the reboots, like Halloween, like we said Halloween series, Halloween H2O. Like they create a whole new timeline. Let's see, and Halloween reboot from 2018. Well, at least before that
That wasn't a reboot. Well, actually, no,
well, legacy sequel.
that was. Yeah, it was.
Well,
Yeah,
kind of reboot, legacy sequel, pretty much like that.
yeah, it was a sequel to the original film, ignoring all of the others.
Yes, creating a whole new timeline.
Yeah, although technically they could have still acknowledged part two.
I could see that.
Yeah, um, but then they would still have to explain the whole brother sister thing, which I think would have worked better because there has to be a reason for him to be going after her, even
Yeah,
after all that time.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. My favorite quote from Resident Evil is where the guy is in the tunnel. He's up on the ledge, and all these zombies are down there and reaching up for him. And he said, "Sorry, you have to work for your meal."
Yeah, that was a good one.
That I really like that one. Um,
Oh yeah, and also the Red Queen saying, "You're all going to die down here."
that is chilling the way that she says that,
Yeah, that was in the
especially with
trailer.
her accent,
I'm sorry.
especially with her accent,
Right.
because she has that British, Irish accent to her.
It kind of, yeah, I was about to say her accent sounded a cross between British and Irish. And oh, Chris said his favorite quote's a zombie moan.
I am,
From which movie?
yeah, yeah. Which movie?
Uh,
Um, Now you have been high on The Last of Us,
yes.
which is another. Would it really be considered a zombie thing or more of a like
Well,
virus type, like sort of 28 Days Later thing?
they do behave like zombies, very similar to zombies, but they're just not infected with a virus. It's a fungus, cordyceps. That's what that's called. Yeah, it actually is a real thing, but it only affects insect life. Like if you go to South America, you see like they did a documentary on this Planet Earth, which is actually what inspired The Last of Us, and so talks about how this cordyceps fungus infects insects. Like if it infects an ant, it could carry that fungus and spread it to back to its colony, and also have these fungus sprouting out of the body as it dies. So they did adapt that into The Last of Us when it comes to the infected.
Okay. Now the characters in the show,
Mhm.
are they all original from the game, or are some of them made up like Alice?
I believe almost all of them were adapted from the game. Like Joel Miller, who was played by Pedro Pascal, who amazing job by the way. Who the start of the because this starts off like in like modern time and then jumps forward 20 years later. Yeah, like shows like 20 years later, it's a post-apocalyptic world because of this fungal outbreak. But anyway, so Joel became just hardened and like just very like cold because at the start of the outbreak, his daughter was killed by military, and so yeah, he was just like just doing what he had to to survive during the during this time of like this post apocalyptic world, and just working as a smuggler inside of a quarantine zone, or yeah, and he's tasked to deliver this girl Ellie, who was immune to the cordyceps, thinking that there's a way to find a cure. But over time, they bonded, and they formed this pretty much surrogate father daughter relationship, and which I thought was very powerful for the story for the character Joel, because it's like he lost the one thing that he loved, and it's like now he has a reason to keep fighting and going on.
Well, I seem to remember that he's also looking for his brother.
Yes, he was Tommy. Yes.
Yeah, and wasn't his brother also killed in
No.
the series? No, I was thinking he was.
No, no, and yeah, went off to work to be part of another settlement that was far away in this town called Jackson. Yeah, which was a well fortified outpost, and it's pretty much like a town in there. And Also, Bella Ramsey as Ellie, she was incredible. It's like a lot of people complained that she didn't really have like much of the look in the as the character from the games because when the game first came out, I thought that Ellie looked a lot like Elliot Page back when he was Ellen Page. You know, it was before the sex change.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh boy, didn't that one stir up a lot of things?
Yeah, but hey, I do have respect for him.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When people talking about how people look in their roles, in some of these shows, you're not supposed to be looking pretty.
Well, I mean, yeah, like Bella Ramsey like may have looked different from the character, but she still had the personality. You know, she like that was like I saw that the way she talked, the way she acted, like that was Ellie to a T. I just that's that snarky personality that she had to her, like like that was just incredible to what she did with the character.
So if she nailed the role, then who in the hell cares how she looks?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Wow. Have you seen season 2 yet?
Yes, and I just kept watching season two, being all super smug because I played the second game, so I know exactly what happens. You know, like everybody's just like, "Oh my god, this is great, crazy." I'm like, yeah, I know what this happens. I played the game.
Yeah, I've heard that some unexpected things happen.
Oh yeah.
Um,
One
and
one of the most unexpected things that happened was like an army of those clickers and infected attacked Jackson. And they had to fend him off.
yeah. Now, how faithful is the series to the video game?
I consider it very faithful. You know, like that they did introduce a few new things here and there, but you know that's what gave it a little bit more surprise. Yeah.
Well, at least we still that got that. Do you get mad when they deviate from the game?
Yeah, I mean, in this instance, I did amazingly with the whole storytelling with characters. I mean, they obviously did an amazing job with writing in this. I mean, second game is very controversial because of some of the events that happened in there. I don't know if you've probably never played the second game. I don't know if you played the second game, Jeremy. So I didn't want to spoil anything for you. Oh, here,
Don,
Caitlin.
I don't. I could give two shits about spoilers. I don't care.
Okay,
Even if I know exactly what happens, it is not going to keep me from watching something and enjoying it. I don't care. Sometimes I'll even look at Wikipedia and follow along with the movie. Um, Warning, Don, your video started freezing and your voice
oh,
started garbling up. And I called it 30 minutes into the show, didn't I?
oh, it's happening again.
It was. Right now you're doing fine, but
Okay.
you were freezing up there for.
Oh my god.
I,
Okay.
was, I was hoping at least an hour would go by before it happens. Even
Mhm.
Tom said, "Uh oh."
Yeah. But anyway, one of the most controversial things about the last of the game, Last of Us Part Two, is the death of Joel. Yeah, who was the hero from the first game, but then is like killed off in the first couple of hours of gameplay, and by this character Abby, who Ellie spends the rest of the game seeking revenge against.
So it's in a way it's kind of refreshing um, because we never really saw this until Walking Dead, where main characters start getting killed off
Yeah.
on the regular on that show. The only other incident where a main character, I suppose, would be Psycho,
Mm.
because she was practically the only character for the first 30 minutes, and then boom, she gets killed.
Yeah.
And Norman Bates takes over as the main character for the rest of the film. Uh,
Well, it was him and also Lila and let's see, Sam. Yeah, those two. Yeah, I remember, like focused on those two and focused on Norman. So yeah, they did switch up characters after the first half hour. Like you said. Absolutely hated that about The Walking Dead. Yeah, I,
I can see that because with these main characters, you get invested in them and
yes,
you, you, you have that emotional attachment, and then all of a sudden. they're dead.
Yeah, it's like you play. Joel was the guy you played as throughout the first game, and then but in this one it like switches gears where you play as Ellie through the majority of the game, and then later on you play as Abby, and I'm just like, wait, what is this? Why am I playing as her? You know, but the purpose of that is to get you to know Abby's side of the whole story and explain why she wanted Joel dead.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so it's like it throws in something curveball, something unexpected, but then the more you play the game, the more sense it makes.
Well, it's a lot like how on Stephen King books where he does from different people's perspectives, good and bad.
Yeah.
So and I like that about the books. So if they're doing that with the game, I like that as well.
Oh yes. So
Um,
I mean, like I feel like the whole theme, like the whole message of The Last of Us Part Two, is that revenge just leads to more tragedy.
yeah. Now, will there be a part three?
I believe they're still trying to, but like I guess they're just having a hard time figuring out like where story wise how to go forward from there. I mean, the next season of The Last of Us is going to focus more on the second game. Is going to focus on. I think it's actually supposed to focus more on Abby. That from what's for what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like they're going to do that. I think they're going to do two more seasons that focus on the events of the second game.
Okay.
I mean,
So that would technically give them time to come out with a third one and then do I guess, a fifth season to follow that game.
I yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
I can see that.
Yeah, and but the acting and it was just phenomenal especially in the first season, like in like it depicted like one of my favorites, like my favorite scene of the whole game where where uh Ellie and Joel are having an arguments about them going separate ways. Like I was saying, that like talking about loss and because she revealed that she knows about and how Joel lost his daughter, saying, I've lost people too. I've lost everybody except for you. You know, like some gripping voice acting in that, and they portrayed that so remarkably well in the show. Seriously, they had like Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey were just spot on in that scene. Oh yes, Kate, I heard about that. Sophie Turner, who known for Game of Thrones, is playing the new Lara Croft.
Somebody was bringing that up the other day. I can't remember where.
Yeah,
Um,
Abby Normal. No, it's Abby Anderson. That was her name.
let's see, Pedro.
Oh, oh, of course. Yeah, Frankenstein. Classic.
Now Pedro has actually been coming out on his own big time these last few years. Had been doing a lot of okay, had been doing a lot of smaller roles, but lately he's been getting some bigger roles.
Oh yeah.
Also, he's now in the Marvel cinema universe.
And he's been, the Mandalorian. That I love that show.
I have yet to see that.
What?
Yeah, I've yet to see it. I honestly, you know, I did not grow up on Star Wars. I didn't watch Star Wars until I was 20.
Uh,
Um, so I didn't get to grow up on it like everyone else did. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel right when you have a um, mega franchise like that having a TV series. It just doesn't seem right. It's like everything should be blockbuster movies.
Yeah, I mean, Disney decided to go that direction. Like create all sorts of TV series and miniseries about certain characters or timelines of the Star Wars
Yeah,
franchise.
yeah. So it was Star Wars. Doing a Star. Well, Star Trek actually started as a series, but
Braxton.
Um,
Hey,
and then Marvel's doing the same thing. DC is doing that now, and it's like, holy cow!
yeah,
You got so many different directions, and if you want to watch everything in chronological order, you have to watch movie, 4 shows of season one, movie, 2 shows of season one. Wow.
yeah. My nieces and nephews are starting to get into Star Wars, so we got to make sure they watch them in the correct order.
Okay, now what to you? What is the correct order?
Watching the original trilogy, and then the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy, and then watching the shows. I guess watch some of the shows in timeline order. Like,
Okay,
yeah, if I
because I'm all about chronological order. So I actually did this last year. Um, there was Solo, then one, two, and three.
Mhm.
Then you had Rogue One,
Rogue One, yes, that's the prequel to New Hope.
yeah, and then four, five, and six.
Hmm.
There was a whole bunch of other ones that they did TV specials. One featuring the Ewoks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like those TV specials from back then
Yeah,
were garbage, total garbage.
think about the timeline.
Yeah.
They were in the early '80s.
Right. Rogue One and Andor, yes, and let's see. Mandalorian takes place after the events of Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And Mandalorian also introduces a second um, Yoda species.
Oh yeah, baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, Braxton. Oh, he chose the Sith life. Okay, nice.
Hey, it is a lot more fun to be evil than it is to be bad.
More fun to be more evil than bad. Wait, what?
It's a lot more fun to be evil than it is to be good. To be good.
I was about to say that kind of sounded. Uh,
It's been a long day, folks.
it's all right. I got you. No, I got you. I'm just playing.
Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, it's been a very. I was on the road for 6 hours today.
Oh,
Yeah,
hmm,
and I started at 7:30. I left the house at 7:30. Didn't get back home until 1.
hmm, I see. And but
Well, almost 6 hours, 5 hours.
let's see. Um, we we talked a bit before about bad video game adaptations. We talked mainly about House of the Dead, but there were other bad ones. Most of them were made by Uwe Ball. Let's see. Blood Rain was bad.
I have never played that game, House of the Dead, but watching that movie,
Is nothing like the game.
I should hope not.
It's not. It's really not.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching a music video half the time.
Yeah, it felt like a really weird acid trip in some parts.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there was also blood. Yeah, Doom was also pretty bad too.
Okay, I like Doom. I do. I like Doom mainly because The Rock is in it. Okay, I enjoy all of his movies. It is the only horror movie that he is involved in.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and he's one of my favorite actors. Horror is my favorite genre. I am waiting on him to do another scary movie, but until then, Doom is all I got.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
But
that,
the one thing about Doom that kind of throw things off is when they go through the POV with the gun.
yeah, I
And
mean,
then, like, you are in the game now.
yeah, it's like I can see what they were trying to do, but there were a few like what I thought was just too ridiculous to take seriously. In that was like he finishes like taking down like one of those imp demons. Then he turns and like there's just there's another one of those infected that just laughs evilly. shoots. Then you could just he just shoots that evil laughing guy. Then another guy who just stands there and growls. Like they make no effort to attack him. Like it's like I'm so close to him. I have the element of surprise. I could attack, but instead I'm just gonna stand there and laugh evilly. Like really?
And then The Rock ends up being the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. I mean that was unexpected. I will say that.
Yeah. Um, so there's my say on Doom. It to me it's a treasure in my DVD collection. But then again, I think I have all of the movies that he's been in except for um, Red Red One.
Oh, red one. Yeah,
Not
that's a
Red
good one.
One. I got that one. Red Notice.
Oh, I
Red
see.
Notice. Because that was on Netflix, and it's extremely hard to get Netflix movies on DVD.
That it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they don't even put all the seasons of Stranger Things out on DVD or Blu-ray.
they're working on getting ready to release five. I think.
Yep, the final season. Can't
Yeah,
wait. I'm
it's
pumped.
so weird that so many years pass before they make the next season.
Yeah, well, there were two big issues with that, which was why it got delayed. The pandemic, but also the writer's strike, the writers and actors strike.
Yeah, I didn't know about the writer stuff, but okay. When did Stranger Things come out first?
Let's see. Oh, Billy and Judd, how's it going?
Okay,
They're from filmmakers had no idea how to make it look. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like
one came out in 2016.
what? Oh, season one. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so the pandemic didn't affect it until towards the end. Uh,
Yeah, I was about to say there was a big delay with the last two seasons with 4 and 5 because of the pandemic.
Now, what gets me is the inconsistency of their run times of each episode.
Yeah, some episodes are longer than others.
Yeah, ranging from 42 minutes to 142 minutes.
Yeah, especially with the last episode, the season 4 finale.
Yeah, I've only been able to get my hands on the first two seasons, so I don't know anything about three and four. Um, but I love the fact that it is in the 80s
Yeah,
and it is so chock full of 80s nostalgia.
yeah, yeah. They were definitely going for that.
Yeah, I love it. And it seems like it's something that Stephen King would have written himself.
I believe this was heavily inspired by Stephen King.
Yeah, it was. Um, Now, what video games do you think would do well as either a movie or a TV series?
Let's see a movie. I would think I want to say maybe like for a TV series, I want to say Metroid. I feel like there's so much you can do with it. But the real question is who would play Samus? I feel like there's just so many different like women out there who would be good for the part. Yeah, like people are gonna. That's gonna be like a huge debate online.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah,
Because I remember, was Nintendo Power magazine still around when you were started playing games?
I might have been. Like I didn't have Nintendo at first. I had the PlayStation, but then I got Nintendo 64.
Okay.
But I didn't read the
Oh,
magazine.
yeah. Oh no, it was a Nintendo game. Metroid was.
Oh yeah, Metroid was a Nintendo. Yeah, and
Yeah.
let's see.
I had a subscription to it, so I remember seeing Metroid, Mega Man, and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's the thing. Like a lot of those have actually been adapted, but in animation. Yeah, Legend of Zelda was an animated show. Super Mario Brothers was. Let's see. What else? Mega Man was.
That's the one I would like to see adapted.
Oh yeah, I can totally see Mega Man being adapted to film. It's like I feel like it could be challenging, but not impossible.
Maybe back in the day, yes, but today with with how they're able to do CGI in such a way that you it looks absolutely real.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, as long as they don't mess up with character design like they did with Sonic at first, because but what here's what I love about the Sonic when they released the first Sonic movie. So when they released that trailer, which that terrible looking Sonic that looked human like they actually showed that they care about what the viewers want because there were tons of they were getting flooded with complaints about the design. They were like, and they tweeted out, "Okay, we get the message. You don't like the design. We're gonna do a more faithful design, and but the movie is gonna be delayed a bit, but it'll be worth it, and it paid off.
so you're talking about the series that just came out with Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Jim Carrey in that third film, when he was playing himself and his
and his grandfather dual role.
holy cow, that the battle scene between those two.
That's so ridiculous.
I was laughing so hard. And I'm thinking, this is Jim Carrey at his best.
Yeah, gotta have oh yeah, that's really Braxton. Oh yeah, I'm with you 100%, Kate. Yeah.
Okay, so I never saw that first design of Sonic.
Oh, here my phone is over there. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Just I know some people don't want to remember the original design, but I'm going to show you anyway. Just so hang on.
Who cares?
Sonic 2018 original design. Okay, here's what he originally was going to look like.
That was the original look.
Yep,
That's
and so like you can like here's the difference: original look versus the redesign.
that's
Yeah, they gave him like more human-like features in the original design.
he doesn't look all that different between the two.
Well, I mean, his eyes are bigger. They did make some adjustments, and the eyes are bigger in this. Like they just want him to look like really a whole lot more like the game. Like, but yeah, here's the original design.
Well, they did very good with this trilogy that's come out. I I hope they don't stop. I hope they come out with another one.
I think they are.
Yeah. And to think Jim Carrey was supposed to have been retired from acting. He was done.
Yeah, but I feel like this movie franchise is just what his career needed. I guess it shows you that he still got it.
Part three was probably the best he's ever been.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Who, who would have thought that a scene featuring Jim Carrey versus Jim Carrey that deserves an Oscar?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, and I like what Billy said right here. He said Billy Judd. He said, "Love how Keanu Reeves was voicing Shadow." Yeah, that was perfect.
I forgot about that. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I love Jim Carrey. Or Jim Carrey, but also Keanu Reeves. Like The Matrix, John Wick.
he, he is so good at everything he does.
He is. He's amazing. And I just learned that he just turned 61, and I'm like, God, he doesn't even look it. He really doesn't.
Oh, in fact, he was one of those that people were passing the pictures around saying that he was like a vampire. The guy just does not age. He was one, and Kate, cover your ears. Nicolas Cage was one because he didn't really change. Uh, there,
Yeah.
there are so many actors now that 20 years time they just don't age. Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. Let's see who else.
Who would have thought that the goofy guy in Bill and Ted? would be one of the A-list actors.
Yeah, yeah. Bill and Ted, his early beginnings.
Yeah. um, I wouldn't mind Ghost and Goblins being adapted,
Might work.
and also Duke Nukem.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
That's a classic guy. But I will say this: I do agree with a lot of people when I say that Duke Nukem Forever is horrible. It had so many problems.
Let's see. There's another one. I don't think it's Duke Nukem, but it's similar to it. I remember playing it on PC. That was how the game came out on PC first. It's a Russian a guy going through this Russian compound, shooting people up. You got that first person view,
Hmm.
um, and then these dogs would come out. They would jump up on their hind legs. Their heads would come over, and they just start gnawing at you. Uh,
Hmm. That's right. I remember that.
yeah, I,
Oh,
that wasn't Duke Nukem though, but I can't think of the name of it.
yeah. I remember people talking about that, but yeah, I'm trying to remember that game as well. But
No, it
it
wasn't Duke.
wasn't Duke. No. Oh, I forgot to mention this about Sonic. I know Sonic is like considered one of the classic arcade, like our classic game characters of all time, but I gotta say I hated Sonic from 2006. That game was horrible. Seriously, like it was an unfinished mess. There were tons of glitches, and when you die completely in the game, it restarts the whole game. You start at the opening cutscene again. I'm not even joking. And also Sonic, like having a love interest with a human princess. I mean, really, like really, seriously, what the hell?
Why not?
It's like, yeah, why not? I mean, they could just not.
Why not? Look at True Blood. You got humans.
That's different.
Well, same principle. Commando doesn't sound right. I want to say it might have been like Wolfenstein, but I don't know.
Yeah. That filmmakers made that live action Tom and Jerry. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. Remember Sonic Heroes on GameCube? Yes, I do. Ah, GameCube. I had that. I had those. I had that.
I have a GameCube.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
the only thing I played on it is that Luigi haunted mansion, haunted house.
Luigi's Mansion. Yes, I.
Luigi Mansion, yeah.
That's one of the two games that I got when I first got GameCube as a kid. You know, the other one was Super Smash Bros. Melee, which came with the console.
Yeah. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing Legend of Zelda.
Sonic was definitely caseable. Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was thinking he's not completely wrong. Um, I can see Zelda being a TV series because there's just so much in there to put in a movie.
Yeah, there's so much lore to it. You know, like they could really expand on that in a series.
Yeah. Um, I'm kind of surprised they didn't adapt Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they adapted Call of Duty, it would just feel pretty. Like some people feel like Call of Duty right now is pretty played out. But I played Black Ops 6 and it was amazing.
See, I know Black Ops is the one I got. I think I got Black Ops 2.
Hmm.
Who plays Link? I'm
Who?
thinking Orlando, the guy that played Legolas
Oh,
in
Orlando Bloom.
Rings, when he was much younger,
Hmm.
and they decided to adapt that. I think he would have been good for that, just purely based on his role as Legolas.
Yes. And I will. It's like as long as they don't include Navi from Ocarina of Time, I'm all for it. Seriously, I hated Navi.
How essential was she to the overall core of Zelda?
She was this in Ocarina of Time. She was this fairy that flies, follows you everywhere, and just tries to get your attention about every little thing, saying, "Hey, hey, hey, listen, look, listen." Like seriously, how would you like dealing with that for the whole game?
I'd smack a person.
Exactly. Like,
That'd be so annoying.
like seriously, if I had something like that, I don't even care if Navi's trying to be helpful. I would just like grab it and just be like, "Shut up!" Throw it.
Yeah, that would be extremely hard not to do. Um, what other hot games out there right now would be good?
Let's see. If they had adapted Borderlands into a TV series and actually cared about casting and actual storytelling, then it would have worked.
How'd you feel about Pixels?
Pixels, it's all right, yeah, but yeah, just typical Adam Sandler style humor, But let's see. I do love Ready Player One. It's like if it's like yes, it features. It's like yeah, it's not actually. It's based on a novel, not an actual video game per se, but features all kinds of video game characters, all sorts of characters from movies and shows, all sorts of pop culture.
I cannot wait for that second one to come out. I heard that they are making a second one because there is a second book.
They are.
I cannot wait for that one to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Um, okay, switch gears. What
Mhm.
about films or TV series that have been adapted into games?
Let's see. I do like. Oh yeah, Twisted Metal is good. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime, or no, Peacock. Sorry. Yeah, it's. I think it was amazing, and the way they depicted. Let's see, Needles Kane. In that, the clown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sweet Tooth. Like it's
Samoa Joe.
they adapted The Last of Us into a TV series. Yes, they did. We were just discussing that earlier, Billy.
Yeah, because a wrestler has a part in. Okay, yeah, that is him. Sweet Tooth.
Madden TV game. Yeah, I like the first three Harry Potter games. Oh yeah, those were good. I think my
What,
family only
what
had
console though?
what
What console? Because I'm trying to think of I know I got the Harry Potter games for the computer.
PS1. That's what I had the first game on.
Okay. I actually have a list. Oh no, he's freezing up again.
In like the UK, it's Philosopher's Stone. So I'm wondering why did they change that for us Americans? I mean, did they think that I don't know? Did America think that Philosopher's was too big of a word? I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
it. I don't get it.
I remember playing Back to the Future on, I think it's regular Nintendo,
On the NES.
maybe.
Oh yeah, like I
I'm
heard that Back to the Future 2 and 3 were not that good on there. It was like released as a two games in one.
trying to remember. I remember I had a Back to the Future game. I don't know if it was one, two, three. Um, no, it's two because it's the alternate 1985. Um,
Yeah,
I had numerous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games.
nice.
Let's see what else.
As long as you stayed away from the really bad ones, like I heard Ghostbusters was really bad on the NES. Let's see what else. Oh
I
yeah,
never, I never got that one. The only Ghostbusters video game that I had
mm-hmm.
um, was on PlayStation.
I see. Yeah, I think they released one or two games on PS1.
Yeah, let
Oh,
me.
Matrix games. Yes, I liked Path of Neo. I thought that was good.
Okay, here we go. I actually have a database.
Oh,
Video games I own.
okay.
Let's see. Oh, they did a lot of Scooby Doo's into.
They did.
Okay, here it is. Regular Nintendo, Back to the Future Part One and Two. two and three. So I do have that one, but I can't play it anymore because my Nintendo doesn't work.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, let's see. I got the X Files on PS1.
Oh, I didn't know they made that.
They did. I can't get anywhere with it.
Hmm. Yeah, well, if as far as adapting to movies into video games, this is the one that wins to this day.
I know you have talked about that one a lot.
I know I give praise to it, but really, can you blame me?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this game. Dead Island on PS3.
Ooh, yes, I remember that one. It was slightly buggy, but it was still fun just playing on a tropical island, just killing zombies.
I I couldn't get out of the hotel.
Seriously?
Yeah, I could not get past that first level.
I can.
Yeah, I played it several times. I cannot get past that first level. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can show you that. I mean, I'm sure there was also walkthroughs on YouTube that would show you.
It probably is. Okay, I have two Walking Dead games.
Oh, those ones that look like. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot about this one on the Sega Genesis. Krusty's Super Fun House.
Oh, one of those Simpsons games.
Yep.
Ah,
I have a Jurassic Park from Super NES,
ooh, there we go.
along with Stargate,
Hmm.
Lion King. I forgot about that one.
Oh yes, that's like one of the classics. My cousin had that.
Yeah, it's funny making. I don't even remember what his name. The little cub,
Oh, Simba.
Simba. Yeah, how he goes, and the little animals and insects, the ones that are supposed to be his enemies, kind of flip over because he yelled at him like that, killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole list of all the video games I got. So I had the GameCube, Nintendo 64, PS1, 2, and 3, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and the Wii.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, and then of course PC games. Um, Holy cow, we made it an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah. So here, let me ask you this, Jeremy. What's the most messed up game you've ever played?
Messed up game?
Yeah, like controversial, very offensive, anything like that.
I've never found any game offensive.
I did. It's called. It's not released on the PC, and it's called Postal 2. It's oh
As in going postal?
yeah, that's what it's all about. Like it's like and apparently you could actually beat that whole game without killing anybody. But yeah, like they say, oh, the game is just as violent as you are. It gives you the option of oh my god, get this, you can you can have your character unzip his pants and just pee wherever he wants. I know, I know. They actually made that a thing in the game. And let's see, you have access to all sorts of different weapons. Like you could actually have weapons that do the most ridiculous things. Like you could take a machete and just throw it like a boomerang, and it can cut off people's arms or heads, and it comes right back at you, and you're able to catch it without getting cut.
Well, I have heard of a game out there where you can have sex with somebody.
Not surprised.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. You can have sex with somebody. Uh, actually, no. There's what game is it? There's one that you can rape women in
Oh
that.
god.
Yeah. It was one of those that's set in a big city games.
Oh Jesus.
Like the gangsters.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm thankful I didn't.
I haven't seen it. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that you have the capability of doing. Um,
And that's even more offensive than what I was just about to also say about Postal 2.
and what's that?
Um, is that remember this takes place in early 2000s, so people's views were different back then. Like for most some of society. But yeah, there were middle like let's see, there were Middle Eastern people depicted in that game, Muslims. All of the men in there looked like Osama bin Laden and always carried around weapons and explosives. And I'm just like, wow, that is racist. Yeah.
Actually, no. Some games on here that you get from gameplay. Oh, by the way, I downloaded that Mario Run.
Oh, you did?
It turned out that I had played that game before years ago,
Oh,
but you can only play so much before you have to buy it.
yeah, that's the thing.
I forgot about. No, there were some games on here. I don't know if they're still there, but I remember seeing them in the ads that you can take planes and run them into buildings.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, even though we are almost 25 years post, I don't think anything like that would ever be acceptable.
No,
Uh,
definitely not.
yeah, but yeah, if I were to deem anything offensive, that would be it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right. So I don't remember if I asked you this last week. I'll ask you again if I did.
Okay.
What is your favorite console of all time?
Ooh, man. Um, wow. One of my favorite consoles is definitely was PlayStation 2 because that introduced me to it's like yeah, it's like felt like everything that was great about the first PlayStation, the first console I had, multiplied by 10. You were able to watch movies on there. You were able to access all. They had some of the best games on there. They had God of War. They had let's see. Oh yeah, Jack. Like I said, like Jack 3. From the Jack and Daxter games. I love that. Let's see. Simpsons Road Rage. I played that a lot as a kid. Let's
It's one
see.
of my favorite games.
Let's see, Spider Man. I liked that when I first played it. I think I actually still have a few things. Hang on. There it is.
What I loved about PlayStation was when you turn the game on, it seemed like you were watching a movie and not playing a game.
Yeah, they had more cutscenes. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. I liked Jack 2. Yeah, that because Naughty Dog. They also created Crash Bandicoot. Jack 3. Oh yeah, and also Nightfire. I thought I like it. Let's see, and of
Now,
course,
is that the only James Bond game you like, 007, or are there other James Bond games out there that you do like or even have?
I GoldenEye and also 007 Nightfire. Yeah, those were the main two ones. Let's see, Tony Hawk. Let's see. Oh yeah, God of War 1 and 2. I love both. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one is hard as hell right here. Devil May Cry 3 because you play this game on normal and it feels like you're playing Halo 2 on Legendary. Seriously, it is seriously hard.
I
Let's
got
see.
to
Oh,
know.
I mentioned this earlier. Matrix Path of Neo. I liked it. Oh yeah, and of course Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, Hit and Run.
Yep, so Hit and Run and Road Rage. This was the first PS2 game I played.
Okay, I have not heard of Hit and Run. Educate me here.
Hit and Run was basically because Simpsons games were pretty much parodying other big popular games. Like Simpsons Road Rage was a parody of Cab. Yeah,
Okay.
and Simpsons Hit and Run is a parody of GTA games. Yeah, like you go on like missions, you can get in and out of your car. You want to go on just rampages. Like and cops will chase after you. Um, it's considered to be the best Simpsons game. Lots of people think that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Because I have Road Rage and then I have just the regular Simpsons.
yeah. Oh yeah, here Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex was just all right. Yeah, but anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, there was also another Simpsons game on the PS2 called Simpsons Skateboarding, and that game sucks. Don't even bother.
Not really into skateboarding.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's full of bugs, and also Kent Brockman in that game never shuts up. Like literally every single move you do, he says something.
that would be annoying.
Yeah,
Um, I forgot I have a PS2 game Ultimate Alliance. I think that is Marvel characters.
oh, nice, Braxton. Oh,
Uh, so okay, PS3. I have the one and only Ghostbusters game, and that one is not really based on any of the movies either.
don't think
It's
so.
like I think what it was is that it took the script from the third movie that they had intended to make but never did,
Mm-hmm.
made that into the video game.
I see. Uh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, PS3. I remember first getting that when I was in high school. A few games I liked on there was let's see, MotorStorm. That was a racing game, taking place in the desert. It had an awesome soundtrack to it. Uh, let's see. I did like Spider-Man 3 a bit, but wasn't too crazy about the later levels of it. What else? Oh yeah, Resistance: Fall of Man, which is basically like a alternate take on World War II, or not World War II. It's like a fictional take on what was going on during the Cold War, where the Russians were the last thing to worry about. You had to worry about these creatures that were trying to take over everything.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I wouldn't mind seeing turned into a game? The Stand.
Huh.
I think that would make for a really good video game. The Stand
Hmm.
and it.
It.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I think that'd be really really good. Um,
Oh, Shark Tale. Oh, I remember that game. Yes, I had that too.
Shark Tale.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, they were adapting just about anything into a game at the time. They were adapting Shrek games. They were adapting MTV shows into games. Like I think at one point I saw somebody adapt what was it, Pin My Ride, and also I think wait did they adapt Jackass into a game? Maybe.
Oh, I could easily see that. I can easily. I saw the original movie in theater. Um, it was funny as hell. I walked out of there with tears down my face, but holy cow, them guys are idiots.
Yeah, I would know.
Oh boy. I sure hope you're not influenced by them idiots.
I'm not. A few of my friends were, however, they one of the guys I can't believe I'm actually about to say this. One of our guys decided to have his back covered with sweaters so that he wouldn't feel this. Though he wouldn't feel this fluorescent bulb that they broke on his back. Like seriously.
You
Um,
know, I see videos of wrestlers on the independent scene using those light tubes.
yes.
They're smashing them over their heads, over their back all the time, and the fans are just eating it up. But
Yeah.
yet here I am sitting. These people are breathing in glass dust.
Yeah. I think that glass dust contains mercury. So anybody who does that is very likely to have poisoned themselves.
Jeez, I know. I don't get it. Why people are so stupid doing that? But then again, this is today's world. Um,
But this was 20 years ago when they did that. When my friends did that.
20 years ago, I was working at Kmart on the night shift. We stores closed. There was just four of us. We did some stupid things too,
Ah.
but there was one guy that was riding a pallet jack down
Mhm.
the aisle, and he made act like he was going to run me over with it. So I stepped aside and I turned the handle, which put him at his jack at a dead stop, and his body continued on about 10, 15 feet.
Oh man. Oh my god.
Hey, you try to run me down, turn
Yeah.
around, fair play.
Yep.
Um, and also, Kmart was also known for selling bowling balls, and we
They
would
did.
take old bowling balls and roll them down the aisle, and the broken balls we put behind the boxes so nobody would see them until
Oh my god.
we. Well, I could do a whole show talking about some of the things of my nights at Kmart,
Oh,
but that's not going to be this show.
right.
So, Kate, what did you send?
Yeah. What is this?
What the hell is that?
God. It's another one of another Nicolas Cage meme.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Nicholas. Kate, she needs psychiatric help. Holy cow. She has this unhealthy fascination or fetish or
Oh, can you really blame her? I'm the greatest actor of all time.
he's, he's Audrey. Oh my.
Yeah, I figured Audrey Hepburn.
Wow. I don't know
Oh
if beautiful would be the word that I would describe him as.
oh man. City Beautiful, yeah. Just yeah, drop dead gorgeous. Yes. Oh man.
Something.
Yeah.
Something. Wow.
Look like a 1980s acrobat aerobics photo. Yeah, I was thinking something similar to that. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, we are at about an hour, 20 minutes. You only fixed on me twice and you're doing good.
Okay.
Uh,
Great.
I'd like to end the show on a high note instead
Yes.
of like what we did last. Well, we were only supposed to do an hour too.
Right.
Um, Don, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been a blast.
Thank you for having me.
Um, we'll definitely get you back on here again. Probably do like another Christmas or New Year's thing where you have everybody on.
Sure.
That's about the one time I can tolerate having so many people on the show at one time.
Yeah, I got you.
That picture was the. I don't know if I'd call that the high, but it is coming from Kate. So I don't know if you know her like we do, but you know.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for playing along with us tonight. Next week, actually, I don't think I will be doing a show next week because there's supposed to be a wrestling event at about the same time that this show would be on. So I probably won't be doing a show next week. If I do, it'll probably be very unannounced, like half of my shows lately. Uh, Don, thanks again so much for being on the show tonight. Been a blast.
Oh yeah, it's been
Finally,
fun.
we've been able to cover everything we wanted to cover.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, we covered a good amount of what we wanted to.
yes, we did. Yes, we did. Talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly in video game adaptations.
Yes.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Have a good weekend and a safe weekend. And, be doing. Uh, have you decided what you're going to do for Fear fans on Tuesday?
I was trying to see if who on the network on the Fear Fans chat what I wanted to get their input on what they would like to see covered, but I don't know. I haven't been hearing much from them. But if like a backup plan is to cover Resident Evil 4.
Okay, where are you at on the Friday movies and the Nightmare movie, or even Child's Play?
We have yet to cover Friday the 13th, Part 5. We covered Child's Play 2 a couple months ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what
So,
about Nightmare?
Nightmare, we covered all of them except for Freddy vs. Jason and remake.
You covered Freddy's Dead?
Yes. I believe you were there. I think.
I don't remember. I on Freddy's Dead. I would have been. No, no, I do remember now. Because I wanted to be on there specifically because one of the characters on there is also deaf,
Mm-hmm.
and Freddy used the hearing aid against him.
Right.
Yeah, so I would have been. I would have been on that.
Yeah. Nice hearing from you, Carlos.
Well, okay, if I I would recommend Child's Play 3 to get along in that series because you're so far already on Freddy and on Jason. I don't know where you're at on Halloween, but you don't want to do Halloween except for October.
Well, I'm considering the last Tuesday of this month where we cover Halloween 4.
Okay,
I'm considering it.
okay,
Yeah.
but I'll throw in Child's Play 3 for next week.
All right. Yeah. I could see us doing that.
Yeah. So stay tuned next week on Tuesday when for Fear fans, whichever show he ends up deciding to do, and then also Supernatural talk on Thursdays, um, where we'll be talking about things that's been happening in the news, like we have in the last several weeks. I've been enjoying those shows, getting away from the paranormal. And as far as 13th Dimension next week, I'm going to say no next week, at least for now, because I don't know what time the wrestling show is. I just found out today that it was on Friday. I thought it was next Saturday, but I just found out today that it's on Friday. So, all right, everybody. You guys have a good night, good, safe weekend. Don, thank you so much again.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Take care.